So for Pat's week, I don't really. I mean, the week has been shortened because of last week's later podcast. Um, BC seems very nice. Everyone here is very nice, like very nice. I ran into a lady on the street walking the Zangief, and she said, "Well, you know why?" I said, "Oh wow, everybody around here is really kind and very polite." She said, "Well, you know why we're all so nice out here, right?" I go, "Why?" He's like, "Because we're stoned. I'm stoned right now." Says to me this woman who appears to be in her 80s.
Hell yeah.
And I'm like, I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it. I have been saying that my whole fucking life. And I had a goddamn BC old lady native just tell it to my fucking face.
420, young man.
Thrilled. Absolutely thrilled. Great.
Yeah, just pulling up on the fucking scooter with the haze of a hot box smoke behind her. Da 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 da.
Just great. Aside from that, aside from general New Living things, I'm waking up at 7 o'clock every day. I'm taking the boy out.
Okay.
I'm doing my household chores, and I'm done those household chores by about 10 p.m. Sorry, 10 a.m. And then I chill for a while before I either do this or go to my stream. And Paige is looking at me and getting pissed because, like, I'm losing weight, like, visibly, like, day to day, and it's easy.
By just waking up with at farm o'clock.
Just doing all that normie shit that people do. But like Poochie's dead ass exhausted because I walked him for a half hour in hilly, mountainous, forested terrain. So he's fucking done till later in the week. But in terms of this podcast of content to bring to you, I only have two things. One, separated from my normal television and use of media consumption, me and Paige tried to watch The X-Files last night, to which I say, wow, it's never been more clear why piracy is an option to many. I just wanted to watch the fucking X-Files. And the fucking pinging around of where the fuck is the X-Files and being told, oh, it's on Netflix. No, it got taken off Netflix. Oh, it's on this. No, you have to buy it at $3 an episode. Oh, it's on that. It's not available in Canada. And it's just like, you know, I paid for a Netflix subscription at the time all of the X-Files was on there. Which to me says I should be able to watch it regardless of whatever stupid fuck deals they made with all that bullshit.
When you click the I agree button, it says, fuck you, eat shit. We do what we want.
What a bunch of garbage. But in terms of video games, there's only one real thing to talk about, and it's the fact that for those of you watching at home, the visual version of the podcast, you can see I'm a lot closer, and that's because I'm on a desk and monitor setup for everything. I even got my PlayStation 5 hooked up into this monitor, and I'm gonna stay using a monitor. Like, I may have a couch set up for special occasions or whatever. I'm not going back to not using a monitor for pretty much anything. This experience has been extremely positive. Number one of which is over the weekend I decided to hit level cap on Dark Knight and FF14 because they have changes coming out tomorrow. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, you know, I didn't even realize there was a picture of a man in this icon. I thought it was just I thought interject was just a swirl of green and orange, and an ellipses, but it's actually a man pointing at another man and going, "Shut up!" And I loaded up some games that in the past had given me some troubles with reading and text size, and I'm looking at it and I'm like, "Oh, this shit's a joke." Here, it's not it's a tiny little baby problem. Not even, who cares? It's
Mm-hmm.
like I'm wearing big glasses.
Mm-hmm.
Um, no, for real. I'm definitely like, if you have the ability to play video games at a desk, anyone, I highly suggest you figure out how to play video games at a desk.
I booted up Disco like yesterday, and I was just messing around and continuing on my new game plus, and all the text options that updated that made it a completely different experience. So,
Oh yeah, crazy, huge difference.
I fucking I wish that were standard, but it's not. So, until then, it's like, look, there's some things that are made for couch and some things that are made for PC, and these days there's more and more PC and less couch. So that is felt. That is felt every
Well,
time I
like,
boot something up.
even playing the PlayStation on this thing, I'm like, oh, this is a generally positive experience. The only thing that's a downside is that if you're playing certain things that don't have good anti-aliasing, the aliasing hurts more when you're closer because the blurriness of regular vision does not cover up some of those edges.
Hmm.
The the
Yeah.
the innate Vaseline filter that is your meat eyes is not applicable.
I feel like the couch though is and at a certain point too, it's besides like the logistics of the way I record, I also feel that it's like it has a lot to do with how I grew up playing games as well. How we all grew up
Mm-hmm.
playing games. Like, if you're one generation forward, you didn't have that. You just played at your PC games at your desk.
Mm-hmm.
But for us at least, it was one where every major formative gaming experience was at the TV with on the couch. That felt like the way to do it. So I do still have like a personal affinity for that.
Yeah, for me it flip flopped. It was depending on the house that we lived in and depending on the age that I was, it was playing it on a TV or playing it on the PC. The PC of which has some dank, awful memories associated with it because as a dedicated single player space caused like just no end of fights between my brother and I
Mm-hmm.
as
Mm-hmm.
to who got to use the PC. But I really obviously miss having a second monitor right here because fuck, I need it. But just the absolute fucking total clarity. I feel, despite having 20/20 vision, I feel like I just put on a pair of super glasses.
Right. I mean, I feel like the genres too make a huge difference. Like shit, like an
Mm-hmm.
MMO that has like the HUD is the most insane thing ever.
Yeah.
I feel like that's gonna be the biggest difference. Whereas if you're playing like anything, it'll probably make a difference. But like a Devil May Cry is not gonna matter as much, right?
No.
You're not paying attention to the HUD as anywhere near as much when you're doing
So
that. So
that being said, what I have noticed is that for the first time in a long time, I've actually felt the thing of, oh, this FOV's weird. This FOV's made for being 8 feet away.
hmm.
I feel weirdly bad
How
feeling.
how big is the monitor in front of you?
The monitor in front of me is, I want to say 21 inches.
Okay. Did you boot up games that you were playing on the couch and like your default setting for the couch was like, yeah, you had to immediately switch it?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
100%.
Hmm.
I think my FOV in like Dead by Daylight is like too low. Right? For example. Um But yeah, no, man, playing on a monitor is fucking. Oh man, I know this is the most boomer shit in the world. Like I can't believe playing a PC game on a
Yeah,
PC. So
no,
it's like no, but it's
it's been a
like
thing, you know.
it's been a long goddamn while. And being this close means that I can comfortably put it down to 1440p because that's the native res of this monitor, which means now everything is just going like 140 plus FPS on absolutely everything. It feels nice, man. I'm trying to get a list of games that I either talked about on this podcast or in general where I went, fuck, I wish I could have played this, but the text has no scaling option. It's too small. And I'm
Were there
having
games
a
that you
trouble.
completely shut down because of that? Yeah.
Oh yeah, one that I can think of is called Legend of Grimrock and Legend of Grimrock 2, which are these really fantastic old school style, like like Eye of the Beholder style grid based dungeon crawlers that have no UI scaling at all of any kind. And when I was playing it on my TV, like the buttons to click on were like literally like less than an inch wide
Mm.
and invisible from my fucking couch. Um Civ games, Civ. Let's fucking Civ is
Sure,
a really good
sure.
example.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Where I'm like hacking the fucking internal like interface shit to get it higher than it should be. Like I'm just it's just nice. It's just nice.
Wow.
Though I
He-
still don't have the
Healthy
thing
desk
that
gaming
some
at 7 a.m.
yeah. Oh dude, I woke up yesterday morning and got 5.5 levels in fucking Dark Knight before noon.
Well, you know, your body is going to probably start to trend back towards the adjustment, though, right? You're going to have to fight that process.
I have been fighting that process.
Okay.
There are two steps of fighting that process. One is getting enough energy expenditure so that
You're
I'm like
tired by the time the
wiped
sun goes
at
down.
10 p.m.
Mm-hmm,
The
mm-hmm.
second is having your wife at 10:30 p.m. go, Patrick, you're coming to bed. I swear to God. And I go, okay, 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 so that we could do Wordle and do our bullshit and hang
Mm-hmm.
out. And then the other, the most important one, is not having blackout curtains. Which everywhere else I have ever lived, I've obsessed with blackout curtains. Here, as it is a temporary abode, I'm not going to buy blackout curtains to put on somebody else's fucking shit. So at 7 o'clock, that fucking sunbeam just blasts
Wakes.
you right in the
Mm-hmm.
fucking eyes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then the dog. So here's the fun part: the dog never adjusted from Eastern time, so the dog wants to get up at 7, 8 o'clock to shit. And I'm going to get up to take that dog out to shit so that he don't
Mm-hmm.
shit in here. Um,
I definitely know that.
so the battle is ongoing to keeping this sleep schedule.
I mean, I will say this: like, I know that, like, when that morning grog sets in for me, which it always does, um, like, you know, I can crack my, you can have a coffee or an energy drink or do whatever your morning rituals are, but one that like I was not doing enough, and then like holy shit, noticed the difference, was like there is a nice like sunbeam skylight spot like right behind me where I can just sit and let the fucking the Kotal Khan
Vitamin
rays
D just
just
generate.
blast and just and like that, like the thing that the way the god lights, the broadcasting from heaven thing, letting that shit just hit you in the morning as you sit there groggy, like you can feel the numbers going up, you can feel the green numbers popping up above your head, you know.
In
Super
addition,
important.
I'm only having one of these a day anymore, and it's only directly before a work-related task, which would be right now, and have otherwise switched entirely off of all of that to tea.
Okay, that probably has a lot to do with um, your like improvement and loss of weight
In
and
all
all that
honesty,
stuff too as well.
this is the first one I've had. This monster.
Yeah, there you go. There you
the
go.
whole time I'm here. Don't care for green tea. I just like regular black tea or orange pekoe or what have you.
And then the next step is
yeah, man.
tons and tons of H2O. Get hydro.
Yeah, I've been drinking a lot more water since I've been here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's water. I mean, what do you... Yeah. And what are you two idiots doing? Stop it. Whatever you two are doing, stop it.